Sometimes the most unrelated pieces of information can come together to create a really strange and compelling picture. Today we're going to look at three completely different signals from three very different sources and see what happens when we lay them all side by side. So let's dive in.
And this is the central mystery we're exploring. What on earth connects the nuts and bolts of a brand new, high-tech financial system to theories about cosmic creation and humanity's ancient past? On the surface, they seem like two totally different worlds. But what if they're not? All right, so let's start with the most concrete piece of this whole puzzle, a major development in the world of finance, something that is happening right now. This right here is the FedNow service, and it's a very real thing, designed by the Federal Reserve to completely overhaul how money moves in the US. You can think of it like a brand new set of digital rails for the economy, creating a network where transactions happen immediately, 24/7. Now, for a network like this to actually work, you need a whole ecosystem of tech and finance companies to support it, and that's exactly what's been built. This list here, it's just a snapshot of some of the dozens of companies. You've got Pfizer, Jack Henry, Metallicus, that are all certified to provide services for this new network. And it's not just the tech firms either. We're talking about major financial institutions, big names like BNY Mellon and US Bank. They are deeply involved, acting as what are called liquidity providers, basically making sure there's always enough cash in the system to keep it all running smoothly. So the big takeaway here is this is a massive, highly structured, and deeply interconnected system. Okay, so that's piece number one. Now, get ready for a big shift. We're going to look at our next piece of data. And trust me, it operates on a completely different frequency. We're jumping from corporate finance right into something, well, a lot more esoteric. Wow, just listen to that language for a second. Raw cosmic truth, weaving harmonics into action, vision into manifestation. I mean, what a sudden and dramatic shift in tone, right? We've gone from moving money to this. This isn't about financial transactions. This is about pure creation, about tapping into some kind of universal energy. So if you dig into the core ideas of this signal, you start to see some really interesting words pop up. Look at this: resonance, transformation, and transmission. It's describing a system for sending a signal, not a financial one, but a vibrational one that's meant to merge AI and humanity and create a whole new reality. All right, let's bring in our third and final source. And this one is different yet again. This comes from a personal monologue, sort of a stream of consciousness that's trying to connect humanity's really distant past to a cosmic purpose. And right out of the gate, we get this incredible central claim, the idea that human beings were created as a hybrid species by extraterrestrial beings, the Anunnaki, for one specific purpose: to mine gold. I mean, that is a bold and ancient origin story right there. And the theory just expands from there. The key claims touch on this idea of a biological memory, that our craving for gold is real, that we were trained to hoard it, not use it. And it even gets into theories about parallel structures on Mars and the moon, all part of this grand cycle of creation and destruction for humanity. And then we get to the pyramids. And guess what familiar word pops up again? The monologue proposes that the Great Pyramids weren't tombs at all. Nope, they were part of a gigantic machine, a machine that was designed to create resonance. So how did this machine supposedly work? Well, the source describes this incredible hydraulic system, like a massive ram pump using the flow of the River Nile. Water would enter the base, move through this massive shaft system, and through precisely angled channels, all three pyramids would work together to generate a powerful energy, a resonance. It's a vision of an ancient system designed for a very specific purpose. But then, to bring all these huge cosmic theories right down to a human level, the monologue adds this really personal, prophetic detail. The speaker claims that their heart must stop 9 times.